70,000 white women with dreadlocks are currently trapped in a dry lake bed due to flooding. That's the only way. What if I did it like that? I think this is the best way to open, right? Because who the fuck? They're like, no, Burning Man is actually about self-sufficiency and how you can survive anything. Look at me. Look at me surviving Burning Man in my fucking home. I don't have to travel to the middle of a dry lake bed in fucking Nevada desert to build a temporary city when we're in the middle of a fucking homelessness crisis. I also would have to sit in a long line of traffic, a mile deep, that was caused by climate protesters blocking the single fucking road in and out of the goddamn festival. And why were they blocking it? To fucking protest the amount of fucking carbon being dumped into the atmosphere by a bunch of fucking tech bros driving out to the middle of the fucking Nevada desert to set up their fucking RVs so they can take ayahuasca and fuck each other. You can do that at home, Greg and Barry and Moonbeam and whatever else you fucking Caucasian dreadlock dipshits. Oh, but I have my bicycle. You're in the fucking desert. You're not supposed to be there. It's in an extinct fucking lake. And now it's flooded. Why? Because of the fucking climate change, you morons. That's right, and that's why one of you assholes out there at Burning Man, you called the cops on the climate protesters who were blocking the road, and you told the cops that one of the protesters was shooting at cars. So what the cops do, they showed up and rammed the fucking protesters and jumped out holding up guns. Listen, cops love to pull guns on fucking protesters. You didn't have to add to the flyer there. Huh? Burning Man? You didn't have to add to the fucking fire, add a little gasoline to the fucking climate protest by screaming that these fucking protesters who were unarmed were being violent. No, enjoy taking a bunch of Molly while you get trench foot, you piece of shit. I hope while you're paying $20,000 for your fucking RV rental so you can hang out with 3 other guys in fucking Patagonia vests while looking around for white girls with fucking dreadlocks who won't even make fucking eye contact with you.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday headlines. I'm Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause, because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know. Oh, what's this? Sorry, guys, the ring went off. Messed me up. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use that constructive criticism. Anyway, let's get those likes up, guys. We got 21 watching over on Rumble. Let's get 21 likes. We got 14 over on YouTube. Anyway, let's get to it. So, I wake up and I'm scrolling through the Twitters, and, you know, I knew Burning Man was happening. I was seeing stuff on like Instagram and stuff from some people that's there. I'm not a big fan of Burning Man. It seemed like some big ass ritualistic fucking sacrificial festival. That's how I always looked at it. Like, you're burning an effigy of a person, like, for what? You know, and you got all these people out there that think they're toughing it out in the desert, and we're, you know, it's ridiculous. And like the guy said in the opening, they just out there to pop pills and fucking have orgies and say that they're being spiritually enlightened and all this other shit, right? Anyway, lo and behold, a fucking massive rainstorm. I don't know if it was a hurricane or what it was. A massive storm comes through and fucking just lays waste to Burning Man, knocking down all of their artwork, knocking down all of the structures, and completely like flooding the area. Like the guy said in the beginning, it's a dried out lake bed, right? In the middle of the desert, it's a dried out lake bed. The rain hit it, activated all that mud, and now they stuck there. He said 70,000 people, allegedly 70,000 people are stuck in the middle of the fucking desert because of these rainstorms. Go figure, right? Go figure. Holy shit. So, hey, check this shit out right here. Let me turn them on. Look at this shit. Look at this. Just standing water. People saying it's like, I think it was like 6 inches of water or something like that. But like, they're resorting to walking around barefoot because they can't walk in their shoes because it's getting caked up and they fucking getting stuck in the mud. They're walking around in their shoes, like, barefoot. Allegedly. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look, shit just ridiculous. Ridiculous, y'all. The Easy Girl says, "Don't threaten me." What is she talking about? Oh, y'all doing something else over there. Anyway, Burning Man was reference to Wicker Man rituals that were used to celebrate Samhain or Halloween. Okay, the Wicker Man ritual was a sacrificial ritual. Shit. See, I knew it was always something weird about that shit, y'all. I knew it was always something weird about that. So let's see what this girl got to say. What's she saying? Crazy stories coming out of Burning Man. Let's see what she's talking about.
Most of y'all have probably heard that Burning Man was declared a national emergency, but there's some pretty crazy stuff coming out. So it was announced earlier that Burning Man was declared a national emergency because it was flooded. And so they sent in FEMA, which already seemed kind of like a weird reason to send in FEMA and keep anyone from leaving the festival. 73,000 people they're keeping locked in there for flooding. Now there's some new terrifying information coming out that there's a virus on the loose in the festival and that people are getting really sick with boils.
So now they're saying, yeah, so that was another thing I was reading. That's what made me look into it. Is that they're saying now there's Ebola, I guess it was allegedly Ebola is spreading around the festival now. So not only do you have this storm, right? And it's muddy and it fucked up the roads, right? You have the federal government preventing people from trying to leave the area. You have the federal government preventing people from trying to leave the area. They can't leave. They're not, like, most of them, like, they're stranded, but some people, like, even if they had the means or the resources to leave, they can't. The government won't let them. The government won't let them. It gives me like some Belko experiment type situation going on. I feel like this is a big fucking social experiment. Like this is gonna be like some ground zero shit for something. Cause like what better like venue to spread like a mass infection or whatever, right? Whether you're gonna do a social experiment to see how these motherfuckers really last in the desert when their resources are running low and how fast they'll turn on each other, or releasing some kind of pathogen into 70,000 people and watching it spread globally, which kind of goes to the whole point of what we were talking about with one of these lockdowns is going to stick people. Could you imagine them letting the pathogen go at Burning Man? And then 70,000 people getting infected and then going on about their lives after it's all said and done and then infecting other people. Voila, we got another 2020 happening. Really interesting, right? It's also very interesting when I thought about it. when the guy mentioned the climate protesters that were blocking the roads. How convenient or how coincidental is it that these people you had the climate protesters blocking the road to Burning Man, right? They were blocking the road to Burning Man. Police came and pushed them out of the way, gunpoint and all this other stuff, right? Then everybody goes to Burning Man, and then a fucking climate event happens at Burning Man, stranding 70,000 people, allegedly stranding 70,000 people there, and or the government saying they cannot leave at this point in time. How much of a coincidence is that? Think about that. I mean, perfect timing, right? Perfect timing. But anyway, let's get back to what she's talking about.
Oils, vomiting, hemorrhaging. To me, this makes way more sense than flooding in terms of what their response was to the situation. This is a text from one of the festival goers, and he said, "Yo, just figured you should hear from me first. Daryl is crazy sick with something that has him coughing up really coagulated blood. Medic showed up wearing a full suit. No idea where he is now. I would stay inside your camper." And he goes on to say that an outside agency is putting up a fence. This is a different festival goer that said, "You're never gonna fucking believe it. They're saying it's Ebola." Freaking Ebola at Burning Man, guys. If this is true, that is insane. I just hope that everyone ends up being okay and that they make it out.
Bruh, what'd I just say? They're trying to say it's the Ebola, right? And then you got all these people walking around barefoot in the mud. Who knows what that mud holds? But I mean, they do Burning Man there every year, right? It's in the same place it's in the same place every year. And I don't think they ever had bad weather out there. It's always dry as fuck. You know, in the desert. When we were out in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, we had very good weather until Hurricane Hillary came through, and then there was a little bit of rain, like sporadically. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. This is really interesting. Tyler Durden says, "Burning Man, ma'am, it's ma'am." Steph says the plot thickens. Jimmy Dawson, the building, says, "I would never go to any of these festivals. These people are nuts." I agree. Tyler says, "Such a soft generation." Steph says Ebola showed up when FEMA got there. Bruh, I'm just saying, and how FEMA get there so fast? You know what I mean? Like, how FEMA get there so fast? Think about that. It was just a flood. I mean, 70,000 people are there, but it's just a flood, right? It ain't something catastrophic, right? You wait a few days, it may drop just enough for you to fucking trek it out of there. You know what I mean? Full drive it out of there. You know what I mean? Protocol says the Porter shitters are full and people now shitting in the mud water. That also is an issue too. That also can cause sickness as well. You know what I mean? Illness, you know. Daisy Girl says, "Been offline and the stream is just what I need." That's what I'm talking about, Daisy Girl. Give you a round of applause for that. Maybe they're locking them in to get that virus going. They will release them when it takes hold. Hey, I can't disagree with any of these. You know, we got to go Kofi on tight with this one, right? You know what I mean? What's up? Shay in the building says, "That day in September is right around the corner, so I expect something to happen. It's been 33 years since Bush had that NWO speech." Woo wee, woo. That Kofi on tight, bro. That Kofi is on tight. I hear that. I gotta give you that. Hotep Alchemist says, "Building a narrative." Exactly, Mash. It just doesn't happen. I stand by what I said on Timcast. God damn it, Ebola was made to affect humans. It wouldn't affect humans until it was made to. I stand by that until I'm proven wrong about that. Maybe there's some nuance to it, but that's my basic premise. I'm sorry. Remember, they tested that Ebola outbreak about 8 years ago. That's right. Didn't we have an Ebola outbreak with Obama in office? And they never said a word about it. They never said word one about that. Yeah, they out in the middle of the desert, bro. Remember last HotepCon, the strip was flooded. All those people under the strip were drowning. That's right. I forgot about that, Jimmy. That's right. Like, we weren't affected where we were. but the strip was jacked. But like by the middle of the day, it was good. FEMA still ain't been to Flint. What's up, K? We got K in the building. Reaction PR in the building. What's the deal? Where's FEMA from Maui? I don't know. They gave him $700. They should be good. They gave him $700. Like, y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. They'll send FEMA when people refuse to leave their homes and their land, when they try to do that land grab out there in Maui. You know it's already started. Shout out ABL. Oh man, that shit is crazy. Real Renegade said 15 years the shit just got muddy. Right, exactly. I said I think every other year it hasn't had any issues. Now all of a sudden it's this quote unquote existential crisis. Steph said, yeah, this is Big Koofy on tight. Bruh. That's all I'm saying. This is Big Koofy on tight. But she got some more. Is this the same girl? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I guess it's it's the same shit. Just like, look at it. Look at these idiots. Local authorities have declared the event a disaster with 5,000 whatever and 65,000 registered. Oh goodness gracious. Look at this. Look at this breaking terrible footage from yesterday when you travel to Burning Man for the fun in the desert and it rains 6 inches and floods, and then you believe you'll just drive out of the muck in your Jeep Wrangler. Jesus. No. You know what this dumbass did? You know what this dumbass did? I'm gonna tell you what he did. He probably tried to haul ass full speed ahead in his Wrangler, and that fucking ground got displaced and fucking sank him. Bottomed his ass out. That's what happened when you got some shit like that, right? Because look all around the rest of it, right? The rest of it seems pretty like sturdy, but maybe could get loose. This dude probably tried to fucking floor it full send, and now his Jeep is stuck in the mud unless somebody come around him and he used that winch he got to get himself out. That's what happened. Dumbass. When you got shit like that and you're unsure about like the land or the terrain, you gotta crawl out of that bitch. When I mean crawl, you just put that bitch in drive and you just let that motherfucker just inch along. You can see that like the way he sank in there is because his ass was fucking flooring it and he was displacing that goddamn that ground, and that shit just did that. Period. But if he would have just inched out of there, he would have crawled out, he'd have been good. Or she'd have been good, or whoever did it. Dumbasses. But that's crazy though, right? So I think I've seen hers. Let's check this one out.
So we're okay. I think that the news is saying that it's pretty bad out here. It is. There's mud. You can't really walk or drive. We have Wi-Fi for a moment, so I'm posting this. This is how Pega and I look right now. Yep, no shoes because it's really hard to walk with shoes. My boots are like 5 inches, and then the mud became 5 inches, so I was kind of on stilts. But yeah, as part of this update, we are not allowed out of the playa. The gates are locked. We're okay. We have enough tuna for a week. So we're okay. But there's a chance that Sunday is worse than it was yesterday. All of our structures have fallen down, by the way. So yeah, we might not be able to leave till Tuesday or Wednesday. So off the map, totally safe. Yeah, thank goodness we have a mod van, so we're safe inside of that. Yep. Sorry.
You're safe inside of that until your video goes viral like it did and everybody find out you got a month's worth of fucking tuna fish. Let's say you and your friend fucking fend off the horde when shit start getting real tight. Because could you imagine, right? It's only been a few, I guess this was Friday and yesterday, and it was supposed to got more rain today, right? Or more of a storm today. And imagine they can't leave. Let's say that they put that fucking fence up. Let's say it is something out there, right? And FEMA's putting a fence up and not allowing them to leave and forcing them to quarantine, right? Resources are going to get low. Resources are going to get low. And when resources get low, people get desperate. And then they're going to start going around looking for food, water, what have you. And if you ain't prepared to protect your neck and your chicken, right, you're gonna get ravaged. You're gonna get marauded. You know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part. There's 70,000 people there apparently. This shit gonna get real dicey. It's gonna get real hairy. Shit could get real hairy with just 100 people out there. The funny part is that they're all, you know, for communism and free love and this and that, right? They all for all that and community. Let's see if they can come together in as a community when shit start to get low, when the rations start to run out, when the going gets tough, because the going's going to get tough. Let's just say they don't make it out of there. Because what they say, guys, I think like the first 24 to 48 hours is when people start to realize, okay, we're in a dire situation, and then people start to get desperate. Ronan says, just wait till they all sober up. Shit going to get interesting. Exactly. Holden says we are Negan. You know what I mean? Like this shit's gonna get nuts, yo. Bruh, this shit is crazy. This shit is nuts, yo. Oh, the Jeep was from South America? Damn. Oh, well, they were still stupid for fucking flooring it and some unsafe shit. Appreciate you guys for correcting me on that. The establishment definitely is working hard this year. They got them weather machines running, boy. They got them weather machines running. This shit is crazy. What if they rigged it? Dr. what? Pyrostein? What if they rigged it so it does appear to work so they can sell us on communism? I don't know if they can rig it that way. They're gonna have to drop fucking rations from the sky like Fortnite. But that's right, Montoya. You can't let a good crisis go to waste. You cannot let a good crisis go to waste. You know how it is out here in these streets. They're gonna use this to their advantage. But think about what I was saying. Like, it just seemed like a setup because you had the climate protesters blocking the road to Burning Man a few days prior to this happening. Y'all remember that? They were all chained to that trailer, and then the police officer fucking crashed the trailer and then fucking got out with his gun. And we all laughed and chuckled like that's what you get. And then boom, all of a sudden they got this massive rainfall that floods the area, and now they cannot leave. Whether they're stranded or the federal government saying they can't leave, that shit just seems like a 100%. It seems crazy to me. It seems really, the timing is magnificent.
About the plug, I know we're not supposed to
The timing is so fucking perfect. It's fantastic.
talk about commercial things, but yeah, we're okay. All right, sending love to you all. Stay safe, everyone.
The next video of this girl's gonna be her running for her life as the hordes behind her with fucking homemade pitchforks trying to take her last can of tuna fish. Right, exactly. Once people miss that third meal, it's gonna get real. Hold on, where's that girl at that had that tuna fish? She said she got enough for a month. Her little mod van gonna start getting rocked back and forth. That's what's gonna happen. Her little mod van gonna start getting rocked back and forth. What's this?
There is a very, very bad situation developing at Burning Man right now, as 60 to 70,000 festival goers are essentially stuck in the Nevada desert right now, unable to leave, and they're being told to conserve water and food as there's a belief they will not be able to leave for multiple days. Earlier today, it was tweeted out that nobody should be traveling to Black Rock City, that's where Burning Man is. Access to the city is closed for the remainder of the event and you will be turned around. There was a bad rainstorm last night and a flooding crisis has emerged. It is now declared a national emergency because 73,000 campers are trapped. The situation has arisen after a heavy overnight rainstorm transformed the once dry, dusty desert into an undrivable mud pit, causing disastrous conditions. Here's a look at the mud pit that everyone is essentially living in right now at Burning Man. It is not good. People cannot leave. You're not supposed to stand in the mud because I guess it can infect you or something. Here we go. This Twitter account, True Anon Pod, has been tweeting a lot about this. Want to make it clear that this all comes from an anonymous account, so we can't verify it 100%, but he's saying there's rumors on the ground here are that there's some sort of virus on loose at Burning Man that causes boils, vomiting, hemorrhaging. Apparently that's why they're not letting people in. No idea if this is true, but in RV all day. They aren't even letting helicopters take off from here, so yeah, mud is causing this. There's something with the mud. People are really freaked out. The gate and the airport in and out of Black Rock City remain closed. No driving is permitted except for emergency vehicles. If you're in BRC, conserve food, water, and fuel, and shelter in a warm, safe space. Here's another Twitter user that has a friend that texted up saying that they're not allowed to leave. That wasn't the case for Diplo and Chris Rock, who somehow found a way out. Here they are in some random fan's car. There's Chris. I'm blocked. Chris Rock put up on his Instagram story. Also, from what I understand, because of the flooding, the porta potties reportedly can't be emptied, and because the gates are closed, people can't get in to fill generators or deliver.
The gates are closed. What? The gates are closed? Yeah, it seems like they're locked in, right? That's interesting. That's interesting. The gates are closed. Almost like they're being quarantined. That's what it sounds like to me. They're being quarantined. That's crazy. Yeah, especially because, like I said, that shit was nothing but a waterbed. Could you imagine, like, all of that rain activating some shit inside of that mud that might have been there from, like, fucking prehistoric times or whatever? And that shit's that some fucking... Who knows, guys? This shit is... I don't know. This shit crazy, bro. Angie Pittman, I'm gonna say that. They might open up her Marvan like a can of tuna to get her cans of tuna. Oh, man. You would think someone would show a video of them being sick. Oh, bro, what? That's true. What's up, Rez? Rez says, wait, floods and disease? Bruh, do you sound like some end time shit, don't it? So Chris Rock, so who was that said Chris Rock? Here it go. John Booker's Full Spectrum says the time to walk out is now. Chris Rock walked 5 miles to catch a ride, grab a bottle of water, and walked to the nearest road. Like, who's going to stop Chris Rock from leaving, though? You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to stop Chris Rock and Diplo from leaving. They're just going to go, you know what the fuck I am? Like, and then they're just going to fucking cower. They let Chris Rock go. Plus, he can't be a part of the experiment. They can't. He's one of the people. He's one of them. He's one of them. They them the collective. He's one of the boule. You know, they got to let him out. That's like if Oprah was at Burning Man. Do you think Oprah would be trapped at Burning Man with the rest of the common folk? Huh? Hell no. They're gonna let Oprah go. You know what I mean? Jay said Chris Rock had that "I'm a head out" moment. Right? Exactly. He knew that shit was getting crazy. Chris Rock would have chartered a fucking helicopter to come grab his ass from Burning Man. You know what I mean? The Shay says Bill Gates probably licking his chops right now. Straight up. Oh, man. Exactly. That's why I was like the Belco experiment, or like, yeah, some Mad Max shit. Exactly what's happening right now. Crypto James says feces, man. Bro, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how people, first off, like I said, ever since I heard of Burning Man, I thought that shit was weird. I'm like, this is some ritualistic shit, right? There's some crazy ritualistic shit. That don't make sense to me, that, you know, that people go to and like you said, they pop Molly and ayahuasca and peyote and all that other shit. And they're going to find a way to turn this into some kind of climate change issue. You know that, right? They're going to try to turn this into some kind of climate change issue because of the climate and because of the rain. It activated some ancient disease that was deep inside the salt beds of Black Rock City. That's like, I guess that's all Raccoon City now. God damn. Black Rock City, and it's getting people sick with a parasite oh my gosh. What's this guy saying? Private jet from Burning Man lands at LAX and gets quarantined on runway. And airport evacuated? Really? Ain't no way. See what he talking about.
This is crazy. They're literally having us evacuate the LAX airport. Like, we just walked out of the international terminal and there are no cars on this entire area. Like, this is crazy.
But it doesn't say it's from Burning Man. That don't say it's from Burning Man. Let's look it up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we look it up. They said it's unrelated to Burning Man. They said a jet came in with some suspicious item on it, and they temporarily evacuated LAX. You know, everybody grifting. Everybody grifting. What's this? 6 hours ago. It's getting better. But this is what I don't get, right? All right, so you got people out here that suck the porta potties dry, right? So if that's the case, right now we clearly can see that people can get in. So can people get out now? Well, I don't know. I'm just like Eliza. I'm just speculating. You know what I mean? Because all these people allegedly are getting sick at Burning Man. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? However, if you can get your porta potty vehicles in, then why not? And all these people are mysteriously getting sick. You let the porta potty people in, and then but you're not letting nobody out. Like Jimmy said, are they letting that shit incubate? How many hours have they been locked in? Let me see. They said one person died. USA Today, Burning Man Live update, death investigated amid lockdown. It's been more than 24 hours on the lockdown, allegedly. So it looked like it's been like about 48 hours. Black light in the building. Would you say stream is lit? I appreciate you, yo. I appreciate you. We got 77 watching over on Rumble. We got 77 watching over on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, guys. If you're new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon, guys. Share this stream, let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Lisa Marie, what's up? She says 73,000 dumps, electrical wires sitting in water, not a good situation at all. Yeah, they said all their structures got leveled. Blow Drill says porta potty dump drivers are right up there with tow truck drivers and charter bus drivers. No doubt they made it in, yeah. But they're not letting people out. That's the thing. That's the thing. Can't nobody leave though? That's the crazy part. Exactly. You know how fucking heavy that truck is? That truck gotta be what? 20,000 pounds maybe? That truck gotta be at least 20,000 pounds. Period. I ain't never seen a porta potty truck that big though. Golly mighty. But yeah. But they're getting in and out. But you're not allowing anybody else to leave. That tells me something else. You know what I mean? Eliza says, I went to Burning Man in 1995 from Maui. And once again, in 1997, as I was commissioned to do a large backdrop for an event group. Been boycotting it ever since. What did you see? I want to know what you saw, Eliza. What did you see that make you boycott it? What happened? Lisa Marie says the mud is like wet concrete and clay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, guys. It seemed a little sketch to me. It seems a bit sketch to me. But Chris Rock got the hell out of there. He used his influence. I guarantee it. Chris Rock used his influence to get the hell out of Dodge, bruh. Straight up. I never understood it. Cause like at the end of it, right, they burn the effigy, right? They burn like that fucking structure right there. They burn that shit to the ground, right? Am I right? That shit is crazy to me. It creeps me out that Neil Ital was that Burning Man looking like this. Oh my gosh, y'all. This shit is nuts. But clearly people can get in and out. Damn, is that what it looked like from the ground? That's crazy. They made a whole little fucking town. That's nuts. And they said how much it costs? Like around 20 grand to do that, to go? Bruh. Yeah, see, nah. I'd have walked the fuck out too, like Chris Rock. Stop me. I'd have got the fuck out of there. First off, I ain't going to the desert without a 4-wheel drive. That's just not happening. I mean, I gotta shit. Little light dust in the snow here in Baltimore. I'm like, break out the 4-wheel drive, break out the Jeep. Got my 30, what I got on my Jeep? I got 33-inch mud tires on my Jeep. Nice old thick old tray. That Jeep don't get stuck. And for anything heavy duty, got the nice Ford F-350 with the 37-inch mud tires on it. Locking lugs, limited slip. So, you know, my 4x4 is essentially is all-wheel drive when I lock that shit on. You know what I mean? That's one thing I gotta do with my Jeep. I gotta get a lock and diff for the back. I mean, yeah, I got not a lock and diff. What's it called? Yeah, lock and diff for the back, so I can use at least the 2 back wheels and then the run right front tire. At least have, because 4-wheel drive ain't really 4-wheel drive if you guys don't know. When you hear 4-wheel drive, it's just the right passenger wheel is moving and the rear driver wheel is under power. Just them two, right? But then when you get a lock and diff, let's say you're doing it in the rear, you can have both rear tires moving under power, and you have the one right front tire. Or you can just get both sets of gears done to have to lock, and then you can have all like true 4-wheel drive. So, but you know, that's a quick little fun fact for you. When you buy a 4-wheel drive vehicle, only 2 wheels are under power. 1 wheel in the front and 1 wheel in the rear is under power. That's it. Unless you got like a limited slip or something like that. Yeah, it's a long ass walk. I ain't gonna say it was easy for him. He ain't look too fucked up though. You know what I mean? I don't know where he was at. Maybe he saw it. I don't know. Maybe he saw that shit coming. He saw the rainstorm coming and got the hell out of Dodge before it all happened. Who knows? Pamela says panic is going to set in and spread. Yeah, it is. I think so. That's the question. I don't know. Maybe he had his spidey senses tingling, right? Maybe Chris Rock had his spidey senses tingling, right? and he was like, "Let me get the fuck out of here." Like what they say when black folks got knee pain or some shit like oh, my knees hurting. I was about to have a bad storm. His knees probably start hurting and shit, and he's like, "Oh, it's time to get out of here. There's a storm coming, guys. My knees starting to feel a little hanky." And he fucking hiked it up out of there before the storm started, or maybe as it started, he was like, "Oh, I'm gone." He called for help. Who knows? But you never catch me there, man. I don't understand it. I never understood Burning Man. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just, I don't know, a bunch of, you know, I guess elites and well-to-do people going out there spend a bunch of money for no fucking reason, just to be there with everybody else. What's the... Facts. Breaking Burning Man 2023 has been declared a national disaster. So all 70,000 pseudo hippies. What the fuck is a pseudo hippie? Pseudo hippies have been ordered to stay in place. The National Guard is on its way. And this guy, I can't pronounce it, whatever, the cyberbully, says they're going to do more for pseudo hippies at Burning Man than Lahaina, Hawaii. Probably. The thing is when they going to do it. What's she talking about? Let's see what this girl talking about right here.
Let's talk about what's going on at Burning Man right now. So first you need to understand where Burning Man is located. Burning Man is located about 3 hours north of Reno, just outside of Gerlach. And to get there, most of the way is one road, one lane going both ways. And then when you get to Greenwich, a little bit after that, there's a 4-mile stretch of like Playa that you have to go through in order to get to the actual venue. So getting there is not quick. Yes, they have their own airport there, but they don't have access to the runway right now because of how bad the mud is. And the reason why the mud is so bad is because Burning Man, where it's located, is actually a dried up lake. So the dirt is extremely, extremely alkaline. You cannot walk around barefoot. Otherwise, you get something called Playa foot. It literally sucks out all of the moisture from your skin, and you can end up with these like really deep cracks that are almost.
Well, that would explain why people getting sick too. If that's the case, and like she said, it's extremely alkaline. You walk barefoot, and it start to pull all that shit out your system, and you start to dehydrate and all that other stuff. That's interesting.
Impossible to get rid of. You can get rid of it, but like after like months. The only way to get the Playa dust like off of you or off of anything is with vinegar. Otherwise, it can even like rust metal. So when water interacts with the Playa dust, it doesn't just like become sloshy. It gets like sticky and it builds up and it cakes and it just like gets into everything. And the only way to get rid of it is for it to completely dry out. So that mud just cakes and cakes and cakes on itself and it becomes very heavy. So it's impossible to actually like get moving with also not getting stuck in the mud. That's why everyone is being told to shelter in place, because you physically like cannot get out of the mud, but also there's that 4-mile stretch of road that you would think is quick, but you cannot drive fast on that 4 miles. Like last year, Exodus, it took us 11 hours to do those 4 miles. That mud needs to completely dry out in order for anybody to actually get moving. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Burn night is tonight, and then they burn the temple tomorrow. So most people leave like tomorrow or Monday, but people are probably going to be stuck there until like Tuesday, until the dirt can completely dry out and everybody can get moving, which is concerning because most people only accommodate food.
Damn, why? See, now if she had Twitter Blue, she could have went for 10 minutes. If she had Twitter Blue, she could have went for 10 minutes instead of the 2 minutes and 20 seconds that everybody else gets. Golly, might I want to keep hearing her explanation, but it makes sense though. She's saying that, like, and that's what I was saying. Like, even with that Jeep that's not at Burning Man, right, and that's in Mexico or whatever, and shit like that, you gotta crawl out. You can't. Like I say, you just put that bitch in drive. Don't hit the gas. You just let you just steer. That's all you do. That's all you can do, right? So, look at this shit. Okay, here we go. 24 minutes ago, CBS. Is this really CBS News? I don't know who this is. I don't think this is CBS News. CBK News. I'm stupid. What is he saying? There's no Ebola outbreak at Burning Man. We received confirmation that it's just a new strain of monkey. Shut up. That is funny. Jesus Christ.
Freaking Burning Man. I'm hiking out of here. Freaking Burning Man. For 25 days. We got mudded in, rained in, food ran out, we had to drink water. from the lake bed, which wasn't very good because it was muddy. Some people are probably getting sick. We got a 25-mile hike through the thick mud of the swamps, the Burning Man swamps. Hopefully we can make it. This guy tried to drive his car out of here, but the swamp wouldn't let him out. So you gotta earn the burn. Good luck. Here we are, man vs. wild. I think that's a famous DJ up there. That's all we got for you.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, man. I agree. Like, it just, that's, goodness gracious. What's this? Oh, here they go. Did y'all know Burning Man was suing the government? This was the first reported in January 23 when approval was given for green exploration into the area that Burning Man uses for their festival. The company hired was given the rights to drill for industrial zoning. What? Get out of here. White House interns tricked Joe Biden into sending aid to Burning Man by showing him this map. That's fucking hilarious. But look what the city's called. Black Rock City. It's called Black Rock City. I wonder if Black Rock City is named after Black Rock, the financial institution. Is that what Black Rock City is named after? The financial institution that's been buying up everything that owns almost, the majority share in a lot of shit? Is that the same Black Rock? I'm just saying. Somebody let me know. Is she saying?
Bad out here. It is.
Okay, somebody just zoomed in on her face and made it look a new video. Hold on, I want to see what these are. People grifting hard. Yo. Let me see.
Somebody please help me. I'm down to my last bump of ketamine. I am so hungry and thirsty. I have no more shrooms nor Molly water. I was in the orgy dome when it started raining. Some of the orgy goers are still stuck in the mud. It looks like somebody stepped on a human centipede. How can we have Burning Man if nothing will burn? My $1,000 off-white shoes are now more off-white from the mud. Somebody please help.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious, yo. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I hope they get help. Hopefully this isn't some kind of science experiment from the government and that people will get some help. Hopefully it don't turn into Lord of the Flies or Mad Max or some shit like that. Holy smokes. So for those of you who just joined, first hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. Please share the stream. Hit that thumbs up button on Rumble, guys. Stop lurking. Same thing YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. Stop lurking. We got 71 on YouTube and we got 94 over on Rumble. Anyway, so to recap, Burning Man happened. You had the climate protesters that were trying to stop people from entering Burning Man, that one road in and out. Shortly after that, like a day or two after that, you had the rains. It completely flooded the area, which is allegedly what used to be a fucking lake. I didn't know that till today. Now, either the minerals or whatever's in the mud mixed with the water is making people extremely sick, or something else nefarious. Allegedly, FEMA is there. Allegedly, they put a fence around the place and they've shut the fence and they're not allowing anyone to leave. Although these people we just saw said they were hiking out. I don't know if they're going to be met with a rude awakening once they get to the exit. Who knows? But they're not allowing anybody in or out of Burning Man, allegedly. Question is do people have enough food and water to last them until Tuesday or Wednesday? Given that they've been there since what? I don't know. How long they been there, guys? I don't even know when Burning Man started. Right? And once food and water start running out, they already said that people are already down there vandalizing. People are already down there stealing from others because they did not come prepared. They came with more fucking drugs and barbiturates than they did food and water. If I was that one real pretty girl that was talking about she got all of that tuna fish, I wouldn't have said that. Because now when food runs out and people get desperate, they're going to be looking for her little van with her tuna fish. Could this be an experiment to see how communism works in the midst of a natural disaster? Who knows? Who knows? YouTube likely suppressing your numbers. They're always suppressing my numbers. I've been shadow banned since I said the wrong thing about Dr. Fauci. I've been shadow banned from YouTube since I said the wrong thing about the good doctor. And my channel has been slowly growing over time. So, like I said, guys, I guess we just got to stay tuned and see what happens from Burning Man. I guess they won't be burning a man this year. Let me see. It's horrible smell of patchouli and wet ass. Cannon, almost everyone that goes there come like it is a commune. Let's see how that commune works. August 27th to September 4th. So how many days have they been there? Let's find out. Go to my handy dandy calendar here. So they've been there for 8 days. And they could be stuck there as late as Wednesday, which would be the 6th. So that's 11 days. Let's see if they can come together and keep each other alive or from starving until they get out of there. We'll see. Now the good part is it's the desert. Now allegedly they're supposed to got more rain today. They're supposed to got more rain today and yesterday. So maybe it's more muddier than before. But they're in the desert. Hopefully the sun comes out, dries that shit the fuck out, because it is that dry heat over there in like Nevada. Like here on the East Coast, we got like very humid heat. Like for example, it's hot as fuck outside right now. I went outside to go to the garage and I started sweating immediately as soon as I walked outside, versus when I was in Vegas, I walked to the store, I didn't start sweating for like 30 to 40 minutes because it's just a dry heat. So hopefully the way that shit's set up over there, it'll dry out pretty quickly and people can go home. And I hope they learn their lesson and they say fuck Burning Man. I don't even understand where it even started. Apparently, shit, where's it at? Let me see if I can't find it. Darn, can't find it. It's somewhere in the chat. Catch it on the replay. They said it's like their version of Halloween or some shit, and it's a sacrifice when they burn the effigy. Jack says the Lord warned about idol worship from jump. That's right. That is right. That is right. Do not worship false idols. I'm grifting on a Sunday. Concentration camp for FEMA. Oof. Gotta practice at OPSEC. Self-reliance is the proclamation. Let's do live count. I'm one. I hear that. We got 102 watching over on Rumble. We got 76 over on YouTube. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Hey, Rumble, where am I at? I'm at 1.4K followers. Help me get to 2,000 followers, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. What is the world coming to? You can't even have middle-age orgies in the desert without climate change. God said not this year. People are still talking about the thousands lost in Maui. Hurry, create another crisis for them to talk about. Woo, wee. That shit's sad. That shit's sad, and it's completely not being talked about in the news like that. I remember when I reported on I think it was at the time it was 850 people missing. 850 people missing / dead, because I was just assuming like if the fires were raging as hard as they were raging, those people might be ash. I hate to say it like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, nobody's talking about Maui anymore. You know what I mean? Never walk out the way you came in. If you hear authorities aren't letting people in or out, head over the nearest hill, survey the area, and head to the closest paved road. That's right. That's right. Gotta be strategic with your exit. Gotta be strategic. That's a big area to fence off too. That's why I say allegedly. That's a big area to fence off. I'm sure there are other ways out of there. Fuego says it's raining all through this area into the Pacific Northwest. We had storms yesterday and wet today. This is something you see in an Amazon movie. James, that's with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Did you see the latest production from Quantico Drama Club, Blood Tribe? No, I ain't see that. Is that a new movie? Or is that some shit really happening? Let me know what you're talking about. Let me see. Funny. It is all about unity and equality. Now wait till they have no supplies. Exactly. That's when you start to really see if your community is going to come together, or is everybody going to be out for self. Atari says, I was so comfortable in the Vegas heat. Me too, yo. A lot of people are like, I don't like that dry heat. I'm like, shit, it's so humid here. Like I said, if I go outside, I'm gonna sweat my ass off. I was at my son's football game. I was sweating so hard. Like my whole towel, you gotta have a fat. When you over 300 pounds, or you hitting 300 pounds, you gotta have a towel with you at all times in the heat. I'm patting out. At a certain point, I felt like I was wringing the towel out. It was so hot because it's so humid here. But in Vegas, we walk into the store, we outside, we chilling, and I'm just walking, and I'm like, damn, I ain't sweating at all. I was loving it. Like I said, it started, I think like 40 minutes in is when I started to kind of perspire just a little bit. I said, I like this dry heat. If there's a temple, there is worship. Yeah, me too, yo. Rumble always looking out. Rumble always coming through. YouTube don't be wanting to put out my fucking message. They don't want to say nothing to me. They don't like when I start talking about the good doctor. Yeah, Sam K, humidity is worse. Humidity will have y'all this bitch thinking you got asthma. I'll tell you, because it be so thick. The humidity, especially here, be so thick. You be thinking you got asthma. Now we going to Hotep Con, going to be in Miami next year. So tentatively, it's going to be in Miami next year. So I'm like, damn, we're going right back to the humidity. But I'll be ready for that one. What's up, Marty Cruz? He says, God went back to get mom from fire. She said she was waiting for the sirens in Maui. Huh. Damn, they ain't had no. So they had the sirens when they had that fake nuclear attack happen, right? Remember when the guy fat fingered the fucking buttons on the phone? They had the sirens go off then, but they had no sirens for this shit? That's crazy. Hawaii is a true kingdom. Burning Man is false. Hear that? Elijah says Burning Man was started in 1986 by surviving members of the defunct Suicide Club of San Francisco. What? Cacophony Society. What the fuck? They would rather drown in a K-hole than accept a ride from a MAGA mud shark. Shit, send me the MAGA mud shark. Matter of fact, I got me a MAGA mud shark. God damn it. The temple is where you place the temple is where you place pictures of your loved ones that have left this world. So it's like Halloween. Or what's it called in Mexico? The Day of the Dead or whatever it is. Protocol said you ain't lying. This Savannah humidity ain't no joke, bro. I'm telling you. Humidity, yo, I can't stand it. Dry heat, I'm cool. I'm straight with the dry heat. I could be outside all day in the dry heat. That humidity just fatigue you. Cause not only are imagine like playing a sport, and we're gonna get to this in a minute. That's the next thing I want to touch on before I get out of here. When you start playing a sport and you already sweat before you even exerted any energy, and then you start sweating, bro, it is torture. I was sweating so bad that my son's football game was over. So then we start packing up. I'm carrying this heavy ass fucking tent up the hill and got to go back and get all this stuff. And like, I'm physically capable and I did it, but I had to sit down for a minute. And I'm like, yo, like I said, I was sweating so hard. I just felt fatigue. I came home, bro. I came home and just fucking passed out. I was fucking exhausted. But speaking of Little League football, let me talk to you guys. Let's speaking of Little League football. Nothing warms my heart, right? Nothing warms my heart more than to see young men and, you know, some little girls out there, they got some skill out there playing their little hearts out, a sport that, you know, they love or their parents love. Football, right? It's nothing that warms my heart. You see kids out there giving it their all and good sportsmanship. Unfortunately, there's some parents out there that are fucking assholes. People are garbage sometimes. These niggas out here are garbage, pardon my language. So, Friday, and I think I sent a message on HJ stream yesterday. Friday, I'm sitting at my son's football practice, and I'm watching all of the drama unfold on that field between coaches and parents and all this other bullshit that I just think is fucking nonsensical, because we just out here for our children to let them have a good time and learn football, right? These kids ain't about to sign no fucking D1 college scholarships. These kids ain't getting no fucking Nike deals right now. They learning how to play the game. I got this app on my phone called the Citizens app, and I got a gear for here to Baltimore. It tells me everything that goes on around here, whether, you know, it's a fire down the street or somebody got shot, right? Get an alert across my phone. 11-year-old football player shot in the back during a shootout between parents. So the parents apparently get to shooting, and one of the kids gets struck in the back. Shit like that pisses me off. You mean to tell me that these parents are so selfish and so fucking deviant and so fucking hood that you gotta open fire at another parent? Not only open fire at another parent, that parent fires back, and you're doing this around children. Your children, their children, everybody else's kid. 11-year-old shot in the back. Let's see if I can't find if it's still there. There we go. Let me see if I can't find that story. Let me see. Here we go. Hold on. What is this? Get out of here. Hold on. Oh boy. I gotta sign in real quick. All right, let's see. It does. All right. Sorry, guys.
Your location is north in St. Paul, correct? 25. 280,
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Where'd it go? Here we go. Child shot. That's it right here.
You copy? All right, 10-5.
Citywide shot spotted detected discharging 1135 Wilmont Court, 14 rounds, 1904.
30 calling.
14 rounds. Police have located ballistic evidence near the scene of the shooting.
25, just FYI. Madison and Asquith, directly outside the gate. It's like 9 shell cases right out here in the middle of the street. 10-4.
Police have found a person with a gunshot wound to the back.
I'm coming up on the phone. Where y'all at?
37, I'm on the scene. We're 1101 Wilmont Court. We got a victim. 10-4. Send me at the 9900.
Go ahead. Do y'all have a medic with the 11-year-old?
We have a better entry on street. Hey, Eddie Adams, that's 37. I'm coming back right now. All right, 07 to the unit that has the shell casing. What's your location with the shell case?
What's the location of the 11-year-old that's been shot?
It's 1001 Wilmont Court. 1001 Wilmont Court.
Shit is sad, man. Police have not yet released suspect information or an update on the injured child's condition. It is unclear if anyone was hit by anybody else was hit by gunfire. That shit is crazy, man. Police found the 11-year-old, the injured 11-year-old, after a barrage of gunfire broke out near a football field in Old Town, Baltimore. It's ridiculous. Then after that, horrible news broke on Friday night. You had football games happening the next day. And again, more nonsense. After my son's football game, there was another football game for my son's rec league at another park not too far. The team lost, and the parents got mad at the coach and then decided to want to go and try to fight the coach. They wanted to go try to fight the coach and beat the coach up because the team lost the football game. Mind you, there are children everywhere, taking it all in. So not only are you looking like an entire fool in front of all of these people, this is what your kids are seeing. This is what your son or your daughter is seeing you do. Act a complete fool. For what? See, when I played football, when I played rec league, win or lose, as long as you had fun and you learned something, it was a win. That's what our parents always told us. We were taught good sportsmanship, win or lose. But nowadays, you got these parents acting like their kids are in the NFL or they playing D1 football. Or like I don't know, maybe they are putting bets. I know at one point you had people betting on football games, children's football games. You had rec leagues soliciting to kids from other recreational programs to get them to come over to their rec program. Like they drafting them or scouting them. This shit is ridiculous and it's out of hand, and people are getting hurt, and kids are learning and seeing this shit. One of the parents was like, this shit crazy, this shit out of hand. He said, see, he says, that's why you always gotta have some shit on you. I said, I don't leave home without it. Because Lord forbid 2 parents get into an argument and they start shooting. And you got the babies in the way. They playing the game or they out on the field and you got these 2 parents or 2 assholes that want us to get into a fucking gunfight. I'm going home. My kids is going home. I'm gonna have to put both of them down. I swear, yo. And it's always... Now, I can only speak for where I live. But around here, it's always in the hood, yo. It's always in the hood. Always in the hood. Apparently, it got so bad yesterday. One of my homeboys, my best friend, he had to make sure that there was 2 squad cars at the field at all times for the rest of the day, just so people wouldn't get crazy. This is at children's events. Whatever happened to leaving it on the field? We got Hotep Jesus in the building. What's going on, bro? Burning Man might be that initiation you gotta go to when Fox News hire you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the kid is alive or not. I hope he is. You know what I mean? I hope he's okay. But this shit is crazy, man. Like, I get it. Some people got a competitive nature. Some people, you know, they want to make sure their kids thrive wherever they are. And I get that. But there's ways to handle things other than violence. You don't go try to fight the fucking coach because you don't like the fact that your kid ain't get enough plays. You don't go try to fight the coach or fight another parent across because they kid and laid your kid out on the field. That's not how shit is handled. Somebody gonna get hurt. In the case, it was an 11-year-old boy. Because of the arrogance and the egos on their parents. I had to get it off my chest, y'all. Do better, parents. Don't let your kids see shit like that. You got beef with the coaches or you got beef with another parent or some shit like that, handle that shit accordingly. But don't do that shit in front of people where they can get hurt. Shit is crazy. Protocol said Burning Man is flooded. It's flooded, man, now. Oh man, Burning Man is flooded, man, now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So I wanted to touch on one more thing real quick. These MAGA rappers, yo. What the fuck is going on with these MAGA rappers? They grifting hard, bro. They grifting hard. They grifting hard, bro. Like, everybody trying to get this bag off a Donnie T mugshot. And I don't know if it's genuine or not, but they grifting, bro. They grifting. Like, we just gonna listen to a couple of these things. Let's go for it. This is the first one I had seen on the timeline. Everybody trying to get that MAGA bag right now, y'all. That's all I can say. Let's go to it. I don't even know. Hold on. Who the fuck are these guys? Someone said the mugshot really brought out all the gangsters for Trump. Who are these 2 guys? I don't even know who they are. Anybody know who they are? Let me know. At first, I thought it was like Tekashi 6ix9ine or something like that, but I guess that's not who it is. So let's get to it.
Fuck Joe Biden, man. I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Voted for Trump. The whole hood hoods for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump. United we stand, and we standing with Trump.
Dear white people, will you take our vote? Why the Democrats always try to steal our hope?
I'd rather have a president with a mugshot than the president pedophile that we got. I'm sorry, Trump, I ain't vote for you last time. They was hating on you, spreading lies last time. It made me relate when they hit you with the RICO. Now the whole hood screaming free Trumpito. Trump, how you get indicted before anybody on Epstein's list? Epstein's list. Jesus is my savior, Trump is my president. Saying that you racist, but I don't see no evidence. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Voting for Trump, the whole hood's for Trump. Fuck Joe Biden, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump. United we stand, and we standing with Trump.
Dear white people, will you take our vote? Why the Democrats always try to steal our hope? They don't hit them with a RICO. They don't hit them with a RICO. We the Trump Latino.
Somos Latino for Trump.
Still voting for you even if you in a cell. You risked your life for the people, yeah. FJB, yeah, you used our race. You and your son got Ukraine paid. Two-step in the name of Trump. We gon' step for Uncle Trump. United we stand, with Trump we gon' ball. United we stand, with Biden we fall.
All my people need to wake up. The Democrat Party ain't doing nothing for us. They say Trump a racist, I don't see it. He free Kodak Weezy, he bout to free Young Thug. Mr. President, I'ma vote for you even if you in a jail cell. I guess I'm MAGA. I guess I'm MAGA.
Joe Biden, man.
I'm not mad at him though. I ain't mad at these boys. Get y'all money. Yo, they called him Uncle Trump, HJ. They called him Uncle Trump, yo. I'm not mad at him though. I'm not mad at him. Like, get your bag. You know what I mean? However, this shit like this helped Trump. Shit like this helped Trump, yo. These videos like this. Matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong, HJ. Like during Sunny Spaces that day, I think you had brought it up. Like, you gotta have a culture, you know, solicit the votes for you. You know what I mean? Like I remember they were saying, you know, you get the people that are in charge of the culture, not in charge, but or outliers in the culture, I guess you would say, or leaders, the tastemakers, I guess you would say. And you get them to push your message. You get them to push your brand. You know, street certified, hood certified people to push your brand. Now I don't know if these dudes right here is hood certified. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen them before. You know what I mean? But it works. You know, because they're not the only people that did it. They're not the only people that did it. You got all these people coming out now that's you know, making these songs allegedly supporting Trump. They getting the bag and Trump getting some recognition and some credit. You know what I mean? Like, but I can't be mad at them. Get your bag, you know? They not the first MAGA rappers to come out and do that. You had 4Giato Blow, right? Bryson, he was doing his MAGA thing. I wouldn't put Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald in that same vein, but you had the Patriot. What was it? Whatever was it the MAGA Marine or whatever his name was? I had another one. Where is it at? I added it to watch later, didn't I? Thought I did. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Where is it? Really though? Don't put it downloads. That's interesting. Let's see. Maybe it's in my history. YouTube, like, they trying to suppress it because I saved the video and that shit ain't nowhere to be found now. Looking now. Oh man, I can't find the song. That's crazy. I had it in my watch later. It's gone. And actually, let me check this one. That's crazy. Here we go. I got it. What's this dude name? Free Trump by Loza Alexander. Right now, this shit got 125,000 views, and he posted it 5 days ago. Check this shit out. Happy birthday to your daughter, Rez. Happy birthday to your daughter. All right, here we go. So let's check this one out.
Free Trump stickers on my ride, screaming free Trump when the gang outside, screaming free Trump every time I drive, yelling free Trump till the day we die, putting free Trump stickers on my ride, screaming free Trump when the gang outside, screaming free Trump every time I drive, yelling free Trump till the day we die, free Trump.
People really think the war is with Trump, but the war is with us. Needles and cuffs, no freedom of speech, the people are stuck. Strong delusion, everybody's stupid and they running amok. Demonic and tough, the Democratic got us all up in cuffs. Them Ricos fake, them charges fake, that case ain't real. These people, Satan, please don't say it's fake for real. That's real. No matter the side, you gotta decide the side you want. God is coming, no time to fumble a ball, and Biden's nodding off. Now he's on fire, Biden only gave him $700. That ain't even rent, that's barely food, you people are wildin'. For real. Evil inside, I see it whenever they smile. These demons gon' see when we rise. Trump is innocent, they are their enemies, never comply. Never surrender, we'll never give in, cause we are the children of God. 2024 Trump time, and we back for a limited time. They can lock him up, still voting for him, everybody know it's time. They scared of Trump cause he's the only one that can save the states from the Mars. And I know you wouldn't mind, cause Biden got us in a bind, you cannot deny it, ain't nobody lying. Right. The WHO and the UN, New World Order, look up at the signs. The children of God is coming and running, what a time to be alive. The judges and the jury, Fannie Willis turning on America. They the type to put a bullet in you even though your hands is up. This case is looking like Andrew Tate, they locking us up for nothing. But they can't lock up Trump, he way too rich, his bands is up. Stickers on my ride, screaming free Trump when the gang outside.
Yeah, I like this track too.
Free Trump every time I drive, yelling free Trump till the day we die, putting free Trump stickers on my ride, screaming free Trump when the gang outside, screaming free Trump every time I drive, yelling free Trump till the day we die, free Trump.
Yeah. Never give in. Never give up.
Nothing says Trump more than a RT Scat Pack Dodge Challenger.
2024. Trump.
All he need is the Trump mugshot t-shirt.
They can try as hard as they want. People of God will always win.
Yeah, same here. The hook needs some work. The beat dope though, and the flow was cold. The flow was cold. I was on it. And as he said, the first track was cringe. All right. Boy, the MAGA rappers is about to make a resurgence, boy, for the they about to start riding for Trump during this campaign season, boy. Oh man. Like I said, guys, the man who got the hearts and minds of the people is a dangerous man. Imagine if Trump got you know, like I said, all the tastemakers behind them, you know, I think it's easy for the Republicans to, you know, and conservatives to, you know, not resonate, but to garner some of the support from the black community. And one way to doing that is what we looking at right now with, like, you know, these, whether they grifting or not, these rappers, right? These MAGA rappers, these black rappers that's liking Trump, right? You go into the hood and you start talking with the leaders in the neighborhood, you know, hey yo, you know, get with them, and then you start to get their support, and then they start to push, you know, your message for you throughout the hood. They did it here in Baltimore. That's how Catherine Pugh, our mayor that got indicted for her RICO shit. That's what they did with Catherine Pugh, though. That's what they did with Catherine Pugh. Her message got out there through the hood, through the people that was running the hoods. That's how she got out there. But that's what you do. You got to go knock on the doors. You got to find the people who got the most influence in these neighborhoods, in these cities. Have a sit down with them. Get them to push that message for you. You know what I mean? Damn, is that right? Loza Alexander has leukemia, yet he's cranking out mad music. That's what's up. Salute to him. You know? You got to do the work, right? Then when you got shit like this showing support for Trump, Democrats don't like that. They don't like that at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Emmanuel said, this is the grift. This is the Griff the Rico shirt with Trump on the front and Young Thug on the back. Protocol says, oh shit, the first artist was it a group called Trump Latinos. Damn. Bruh. But like I said, man, Trump powerful. His voice is powerful. People starting to see through the sham, right? People starting to see through, especially people in the hood. People in the hood been seeing the sham after 2020. Right? Like I said, I got my ear to the ground, you know, around here at least. And a lot of people's like, hey, yo, I ain't had no problem with Trump, yo. Some people ain't like some of the shit that they thought he was saying. And even when I was showing them, like, yo, he didn't really say what they said he said. This is what he really said. Then they're like, oh, well, shit, I ain't got no problem with yo. He was getting money under Trump. Biden got us out here broke. Like, honestly, Trump got a lot more support in the hood than a lot of people think. However, it can't stop with start and stop with Trump, right? If you want real change, it can't start and stop with Trump. You gotta go down ballot. You gotta vote for the right people down ballot. The people with your interests at heart down ballot. And the reason I say the people with your interests at heart down ballot is because maybe not all Republicans got your interests at heart. Maybe there's an independent that speaks more to you than a Republican or a Democrat. You know what I mean? You know, maybe it's an unaffiliated person that you know in the neighborhood that's running for office that you know has your back more than anybody else. Local politics is just as, if not more important than federal politics, than the national politics. Right? Local politics is where a lot of the legwork gets done. You know what I mean? You start funding your own politicians. You start backing the ones that you know got your best interest at heart. Instead of continuously voting for the status quo, continually voting for somebody simply because they got a D beside their name or a R beside their name. It's I don't know. It's I think it's easier than the Republicans think and the conservatives think to get out there and get some of the votes. Like when you hear Kimberly Klasik's story, when you hear Dan Bongino's story about when they ran for office, you know what I mean? They show you it's simple, you know. Even when Kimberly Klasik says it's more nuanced, or it's not as hard, it's not as easy as it looks. It wasn't as easy as it looks when the donors and the consultants got into it. See, Kimberly Klasik, I think she had it in the bag when she was doing her grassroots movement around the city. When consultants and and donors got in the way. They started to move her away from her grassroots movement, and that's what cost her. You know what I mean? Especially when the Democrats threw Kwesi and Fume in there. He won solely off his name. That's it. He didn't run a race. He didn't have commercials. He didn't have banners and posters out there on the streets like that. It was just simply off his name. I think if she would have stuck to her guns and stuck to her message and not let the donors and the consultants steer her away from it, she'd have won her race. Dan Bongino talk about it all the time. He said he knocked doors every day continuously. He won election day. Dan Bongino won election day. And then I guess they did like a recount, and then he lost by like an insignificant amount of votes, like a couple of days later. You know. But if you get out there and you do the work, you get out there and start knocking on doors, you get out there and start resonating, meeting people where they are, you can make a lot of change. Period. Full stop. And I think that Trump does that. I think he resonates with a lot of people, especially now that people went through what they went through for 4 years. A lot of people with that buyer's remorse for Joe Biden. A lot of people with that buyer's remorse for Joe Biden, they looking at Trump now like he might not have been that bad. Maybe I didn't agree with everything he said, but at least I wasn't struggling out here in the streets. At least I wasn't paying $4.99 for some gas. People often vote for Chinese rule with their dollars. Oof. Oof. Batman wins all day. Batman wins. He's the master tactician. Matter of fact, Batman won. Larice Losey says Trump's brother died and Twitter was horrendous with it, yet Trump kept pushing through. He didn't get to mourn his brother. People were disgusting with it. Yeah. People are garbage and the internet will show you that. Shout out Chad Dukes. People are garbage and the internet will show you that. Period. Eliza says expose the truth, fight for truth. Yeah. Period. Protocol says we got to talk. I'm on the inside of the party and I can definitely explain the issue. I'm sitting on my county executive board and I've been a legislative counselor since 2015. I can tell you some okay matter of fact, you know what, that's what I want to do. Protocol, now that you say that, I want to get you and I want to get AK on here. I know AK was like I think he sat on the board too, and I think he in Minnesota. I think he is. He was at Hotep Con. He cool peoples. I'll get both of y'all on here. You know what I mean? You ain't never going to be able to convince me that Joe Biden honestly got the most votes of any candidate ever. No, of course not. Unless you count fucking Wyatt Earp and fucking Billy the Kid who voted in 2020. All them people that voted for Joe Biden that was born in 1910. Laurie says every black person I've seen throwing support to Trump now says Trump is about the money for people. They themselves are about the money. Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Everything, money moves the world. Money makes the world go round. You know, if you can make somebody some money, they'll work with you. They'll deal with you if you can make them some money. You know what I mean? Shit, money the common denominator in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? Just saying. Joe Biden ain't make nobody no money. He cost everybody a ton of money. A ton of money. People still trying to recover. Anything or anyone that is being suppressed likely contains truth. Anything being promoted, pushed, normalized is suspect and likely not good. I used to say that. I used to think that right back when I was in my early 20s. Every time I would see like when I saw the Justin Bieber documentary, I was like, oh, they pushing him. But when I saw the Fade to Black documentary with Jay-Z, I'm like, oh, they about to start putting Jay-Z in another position. And I always stuck by that. I was like, anytime you see a documentary about an artist or somebody, you know, some influencer or whatever, they're gonna start pushing an agenda with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo. Gas is damn near $1 again. It is. I mean, $5 again. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Gas prices move Negroes. And he says they will use our arguments just to get a little power and do their own thing. I can't disagree with you. Lisa Marie, what's going on? Money is only worth something if it's backed by a substance, not thin air. Our money is monopoly money. You are right. You are right. It's nothing but a big IOU. It's just a fucking $100 IOU, a $50 IOU, a $20 IOU. That's all it is. It's not backed by gold or silver anymore. It fucking ain't backed by oil anymore for the most part. It's just fucking is worth nothing. It's a promissory note at this point, and I don't know what the fuck it's promising. You know what I mean? There are things I wish Trump would get wise to, like geoengineering and how manipulating the weather manipulates the markets and people. So you want Trump to get a little more koofy on tight. It's promising you'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah. You do notice that, Felix, that like everything manipulates the market. War manipulates the market. Weather manipulates the market. Apparently viruses and pandemics manipulate the market. Everything manipulates the market. You got a point on that. This shit is crazy. However, we gotta get Joe Nickel Slick the fuck up out of there. He gotta go. He gotta go. Everybody was doing that electric slide in the fucking everybody was doing the electric slide in the streets in DC. A lot of them having buyer's remorse now. A lot of them wishing that Trump was there. They were ready to overlook his mean tweets now, quote unquote. I don't know how mean they were, but you know, they was ready to overlook his mean tweets now. Thing is, the Uniparty going to do everything in their power to make sure that he can't run for office. They're ready to try to enact the 14th Amendment based off of the quote unquote insurrection on January 6th. Meanwhile, he beat that case. He beat that case in impeachment. I would think that'd be called double jeopardy if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who they're gonna call on. Can't call on your witnesses from the January 6th committee, because for one, the January 6th committee just destroyed all of their documents, and for two, where were those bombshell witnesses during impeachment? Why didn't they come up and talk? Why didn't? Because apparently they were around. Why didn't the prosecution during the impeachment process in the Senate, why didn't they bring up those guys to testify before Congress in the impeachments? Because they would have perjured themselves under oath. That's what I say. See, the thing is, this isn't made to put Donald Trump in jail. This is made to keep Donald Trump from running an effective race and winning the presidency. But they're starting to see it's backfiring. The mugshot fucking backfired on them. The indictments backfired on them. The arrest backfired. Actually worked up to Trump's advantage. He raised $7.1 million within 24 hours of being released from jail. I guess he posted his bail. He raised $7 $6.1 million in that 24-hour time span. He definitely has the hearts and minds of the people. He's dangerous. Now they're going to try to implement the 14th Amendment. That shit's not going to work. You can't. He was never convicted on sedition. He was never convicted on any of that shit regarding January 6th. He was actually acquitted of it. He actually won that case. So how can you bring the 14th Amendment into question? You can't. And the court of law won't hold up. That's how you know this is a political hit job. You know what I mean? Yeah, Lisa. He opened the door for all of them to go to jail. I agree, but somehow they trying to make a case for it. I did a stream on it. I think it was Monday when I did the stream on the 14th. It makes no sense. You know, especially even if it was something where they said the grounds on treason. I guess they're trying to say the 14th Amendment based on treason. I guess they're trying to make it say it's treasonous, but he was never convicted of it. He actually was acquitted of it. So how can you use that as your argument? Two-tier justice system, people. Two-tier justice system. Never forget the Time Magazine article. Never forget that Time Magazine article, guys. Remember that when I showed y'all that? The shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. I remember that? Shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. Y'all remember this? This was a Time Magazine article, guys. People don't know. This was February 4th, right after inauguration. January 20th was inauguration. February 4th, this is what dropped in Time Magazine. The secret history of the shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. And it goes on to explain to people how big tech and big government, the shit that we found out in the Twitter files, how big tech and big government came together to influence and snatch the 2020 campaign away from Donnie T. Crazy, right? No, I didn't hear Bill Maher. I didn't hear him. There you go. Fortified by an elite cabal. I like that. Are you talking about my beautiful tapestry of firearms in the back? You seen guns and immediately sub? Yeah, I was. You know what? This is brought to you by Shotgun Tuesday. Shotgun Tuesday, guys. This shotgun. Oh, I love that sound. You gotta love the sound of a shotgun, right? This shotgun was handed down to me from my grandfather. This is his old Smith & Wesson Eastfield Model 916. So I was messing around with it, trying to fix not the extraction, but I thought it needed to be fixed, the shell extraction, but it's perfectly fine. Also, I was getting my bird gun ready. I may just use my grandfather's this year. I got the home defense barrel on it right now, but it also comes with a bird barrel. So I'll be swapping that out because I want to do some clay shooting. Before it get cold. I ain't done nothing all year. Trump beating these cases like Michael Jordan. My dad was a collector, appraiser of guns, gun collections. We ran a column ad in the Shotgun News for a while. He took hunter safety as teens. Yeah. Oh, we took hunter safety as teens. Yeah. See, me, I didn't get into it till I was like about, I don't know, maybe I was like 28, 29, somewhere around there. That's when I really started getting into guns and hunting and stuff like that. I appreciate you. Sub for Granddad. I hear that. Yes, US made. That shotgun was made in the USA. And then the other shotgun is a Winchester, so that's definitely made in the USA. On the second stop on the Hotep Underground Railroad. Fuego said shotgun chambering around makes my special spot tingle. Yeah, so actually, oh shit, I got shit everywhere. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is my new build right here. This is my 300 blackout. My new 300 blackout build right here. So I was actually, this is a Palmetto State. I built it out of Palmetto State parts. I haven't got a chance to shoot it yet. I was so busy yesterday I didn't make it to the range. Today I got a lot of shit to do, so I ain't making it today. I'll get it shot. I'll get it done by the end of the week. But I can't wait to put some rounds down this thing. After that, I've been looking for good suppressors. So one of my friends from high school, he hit me up. He out there in Georgia now. He's like, I guess he saw one of the streams or something like that, and he was like, "Yo, go with He told me to go with what's it called? God damn, I forgot already. Dead Air. He said go with a Dead Air silencer. So I'm looking into those right now. So I've been on Silencer Co. trying to find something dope. You know what I mean? So. You want one of them Red Dead Redemption guns? I want one too. I need a lever action. I want a Marlin 40. I either want a Marlin 4570 government or a Marlin 3030. Kind of leaning for the 4570 government. The full auto Glock from Call of Duty. You know, it goes to one of those shady Twitter people that got the switches. Yeah, AKs and pump shotguns have a distinct sound. That's true. But it's always the old ones from like the 70s and the 80s that got that classic clackety clack. Mickey and me, he says, so Burning Man is a worship ritual pagans did like in the book. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounded like to me as well when people was trying to explain it to me. It still sounds like some crazy shit. I don't want to be involved in. Am I doing anything for my birthday? I don't know yet, yo. I'm one of the people that, like, I don't really need to do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people that just want to chill. You know what I mean? I don't know yet, though. I don't know yet. I'm giving it some thought. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I do want to see the new Equalizer movie. I definitely want to do that. Jimmy Dawes says, facts. Dead Air is the shit. Also, CGS is great, too. I'm going to holler at you offline, Jimmy. I'm in California, so I haven't got anything new for 5 years, but I got what I need. As long as you got what you need, gosh dang it. That's all that matters. You know, a lot of these guns are just guns that I wanted, so I got them. But if I had to take them out, you know, if I had to take them out on patrol or take them to war, I got a couple that I know for a fact that they going with me. Fuego said, you should cover one of those days, your maintenance routine for the Cannon Armory. That's a good idea. I had to do that as a Rumble exclusive though, because YouTube would think I'm giving instruction and fucking ban me for life. So I would do something like that on, that'd be a Rumble exclusive on how, maybe I'll do something like Canic and Glock, how I clean my Canics and my Glocks and my, then when they do the AR shit, and then other little specialty guns like my high power back there, my grand power back there and shit like that. Yeah. I appreciate you. Yeah, my birthday is Thursday, September the 7th. Yeah, I'll be 39 years old. I feel like an old man. I'm almost 40 years old. Jesus. I'll be 39 years old. I took advantage of the single shot exemptions before they stopped it. That's what's up. I think so too. I think Rumble's so much better. Once they get like a couple of little things, little quirks under control, I think they're going to overtake YouTube. I appreciate you too, Eliza. I feel old, Joe, but thank you. So check this out, Emmanuel. I'm going to still do it. Remember, Don't Be a Menace to South Central? I was going to do the joint where like I took like two of my guns, like, should I wear the Tech 9 with the hot tops? Or should I take the Uzi with the low tops? I just wear these. I appreciate it. Everybody say that. Flawed TV. Shout out to Flawdzilla. I think I mentioned how old I was. I think when me and him did the stream, or might have been in his chat, and this motherfucker goes, "Nigga, I thought you was 25." It's like, what? I wish. I wish I was still 25. I'm 39. I'm pushing 40. I feel old. Shout out to Black Hotep as well. Black Hotep, we share the same birthday. Believe it or not. That's crazy. So he was in town last year, and I took him and his lady and his beautiful little girl. We all met at one of the little bar and grills that I like to eat at. And we was chilling, and then that's when we found out we shared the same birthday. I was like, golly mighty. But yeah. Yep, another year around the sun. Believe it or not, I gave all my phone pods away, yo. I gave a lot of them away to my brother, and then I gave a lot of them away to charity. Like my church had like a clothing drive or something like that, and I just was like, fuck it, I don't wear these no more. I was just going through this phase where I just wanted to give shit away, and I gave all my phone pods away. Then my aunt called me and was like, hey, you can't do that no more. I was like, what did I do? She was like, you had people in the church fighting over your shoes. She said, we had to put your shoes in the back. I was like, I was giving them away. I didn't think that it would cause a whole to-do. DeMar said he hit the 40 club last month. I hear that. If you're older 39, then I'm ancient. You 61, Eliza? Hey, shoot. I hear that. You're only as old as you feel, right? You're only as old as you feel. I just need to, I don't know, I guess chasing after my kids, and I don't know. I just feel like an elderly man. Sauce the Prophet in the building. What's up, Sauce? What's the deal? Man, anybody got any plans for the holiday? Anybody got any plans for the holiday? My homeboy, he throwing the cookout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to I'm gonna hit the store. I'm gonna get some crawfish, get some snow crab legs, right? Yeah, crawfish, snow crab legs. I'm gonna get some octopus, get some sausages and paws and some potatoes, and do a little seafood boil. Take it to his house. You know what I mean? And then I might get another bottle of this. We were drinking this at Hotep Con, y'all. We were drinking this at Hotep Con. So HJ, if you still in the building, this is what we was drinking. We was drinking that Bamboo. You see that I'm almost out already. This is one of the smoothest rums that you will ever drink. Is this Bamboo right here. I got to get another bottle for his house, and I need to get another bottle for my house. But we ran through 2 bottles of this the first night of Hotep Con. 2 bottles of this the first night. It was a fantastic time. And then I might, I don't know, if I'm feeling sexy, I might make this drink that I seen on TikTok. They took Tito's, right? They took Tito's and lemonade and Sprite. I think it was. I gotta look it back up. and put it in like this whole concoction. Apparently it tastes so good you don't even know you're drinking vodka, and it's dangerous. You know what I mean? So, but hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Have a good one, Rez. And happy birthday to your daughter. Oh, man. So did y'all get, I'm gonna show you this before I get out of here. Did y'all see this nonsense? HJ, if you in here, definitely got to take Unc to court for this one. Definitely got to take Unc to court for this one. Y'all see this nonsense? So Unc on Thursday said he was going to a steakhouse with his family or whatever, right? So here he go, grifting on Elon's Twitter. About to put this meat in my mouth. Pause. Matter of fact, time out, Unc. Come on, Unc. Unc getting stuck. He getting caught in the grifting. And 37,000 views, 130 likes, 19 quotes, 16 reposts. I'm about to put this meat in my mouth. Jesus. Mary and Joseph, Unc. One in the chat if Unc need to be taking the Hotep court for this. One in the chat if Unc need to be taking the Hotep court for this. Unc violated all the grift laws. He definitely didn't pause. Oh my gosh, yo. This is a flag on the play, excessive grifting in the first degree. This is excessive grifting in the first degree. Oh my gosh. The broccoli says, if found guilty, Unc needs to lose the tap in his name for a few days. Jesus, Mary Joseph, Unc. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. I ain't gonna lie though, that prime rib looking pretty good though. That's prime rib, right? I think that's prime rib. That's looking pretty good. See, I love a good like steak with like a good fatty steak. I love me a good fatty steak. You know what I mean? The fat got all the flavor in it. Right? I don't like the lean stuff. Like the lean stuff, first off, you got to be careful how you cook. Like, you know, lean cuts of beef and meat. Pause. You know, you can't cook it for too long and all this other stuff. But a nice fatty cut of beef, a nice fatty cut of steak, you know what I mean? With a cast iron skillet. See, the key to cooking a good one, you know, is a cast iron skillet. That's what I love to use. That's my weapon of choice when I cook when I do any type of Like whether it's chicken, beef heart, leave me alone, Emmanuel. Beef heart, liver, all that stuff is cast iron, baby. Straight up. Cast iron skillet. So what I do, right? Season the steak real good. I like a good New York strip or a prime rib or, a ribeye. I season it real good. I use a little Saison, a lot of sea salt and pepper, a little bit of red seasoning from my man Donovan Loomis. Then I melt a whole stick of butter into the cast iron skillet. I put that cut of beef into the skillet, maybe 2 minutes on each side. Pop it in the oven at like 475 degrees for about another 5 or 6 minutes. Pull that bad boy out of the oven and then carve it up, slice it down. Boy, it's the perfect steak. The perfect steak. The perfect steak. Oh my gosh, boy. I want a steak now, gosh dang it. Here he go. I'd rather be a Burning Man than eat liver. Exactly. Get that good marbling from the fat. It's great. I love it. NRC says cast iron is fire. Yeah, I got like 4 or 5 cast irons. I love cast iron skillets. What? If Cannon ain't get charged for grifting off his old rants, we can let Unc slide with probation? Come on, yo. I only play the old rants because they kind of resonate with what's happening right now. Gosh dang, I was predicting the future back then. Gosh dang it, I was predicting the future. Oh man, what's going on? It says Patriots, I hope we see another election, but I have my doubts. Klaus Schwab don't give a F. Look at the shit he says with the look at the shit he says. This is who they all answer to worldwide. In the US, it's Nancy Pelosi. You're right though. Now I heard a lot of people making predictions that we might not even have a 2024 election. I heard a lot of those predictions. It's a possibility, I think. I hope it doesn't happen. It's a possibility. I know Bill Cooper speaks on something similar to it. I remember Bill Cooper, those meetings they having out there in Switzerland, Bill Cooper said they was having them shits for the longest time. For the longest time. They've been doing it. They the ones who really run the world. He said that. They're the ones who really run everything. Shout out to Bill Cooper. If y'all didn't see the Bill Cooper cash, I gotta go check that out. Matter of fact, what I might do after this is on my channel, I may go to that timestamp and just replay or rerun that whole thing that we did, and just let it go. So man, we did that when we do that, guys, I forgot. When did we do that? I think we did that on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Monday? It might have been Monday. Either way, I'm gonna probably isolate that part and then I'm gonna run it as his own thing here on Rumble only. Yeah, yo, whole stick of butter. Yep. Especially when I'm on keto. When I'm really doing my keto thing, when I'm really dialed in on keto, yeah, I'll go a whole stick of butter. It's crazy, right? You think that's nuts. You think that, you're going to have high cholesterol. When I'm on keto and I'm doing that shit correctly and I'm working out, all of my blood markers are fantastic. All of my blood markers are fantastic doing shit like that. Doctors just looking at me like I was crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know what Unc eating. Unc, he has some fancy place. I don't know. It look like Juan Valdez at the top of the plate. It say Cancun de Prime or something like that. Larry says, I love fried liver and onions, Southern style. See? You get the Dom DeMarco. That's what I'm talking about. See, Emmanuel? You gotta put me onto the reverse sear. What's the reverse sear? You gotta let me know what that is, Emmanuel. I'm always up for new cooking techniques. Have a good one, Eliza. I'm gonna have to pause you on that pop. Boring Company. And that's that tunnel shit that Elon was doing, right? See, now y'all gotta be looking up reverse searing. I wanna see what that is. What's reverse searing? Let's see. Okay, this one's let's look at this.
Crop Dusting Genius asks, what is your favorite way to cook a steak? My favorite question I've gotten so far because I get to eat a steak. So we're going to start with a 2-inch bone-in.
That look good. Look how big. That like one of them steaks that you see like Spike from Tom and Jerry be having in his mouth and shit.
Ribeye that we're going to liberally salt and pepper. Now, salting the meat early on, letting it come to room temperature, allows the meat to retain more moisture. So we want to salt it very heavily and let it sit for half an hour. Then we're going to put it in a 250-degree oven for about an hour or until it registers 115 degrees. 150.
He said for an hour?
Or until it registers 115 degrees and it looks ugly like this. There's only one cure for this ugliness: cast iron. Come on over. We're going to start with some leaf lard that we're going to put in the cast iron skillet, let it get smoking hot, and then we're going to place our steak gently in the center. Now you want to let that sit there and not move it until you get a beautiful brown crust on the bottom, at which point we're going to flip it and begin butter basting. So we're going to take a big old pat of butter, a whole crushed clove of garlic, and a thyme sprig, and we're going to baste the butter over top the steak. Isn't that a pretty sight? I'm sorry my arm is in the way. Then the steak needs to rest, so we're going to give it a butter blanket. We're going to put the garlic clove and thyme sprig on top. And it's going to take a little nap for at least 10 minutes. Step away. 10 minutes have passed and it's time to carve. So we're going to cut down the bone and then cut into about half-inch slices. That's the way I like them, at least. Cut it however you want, I don't care. Ooh. And then fan them out to make it look pretty.
Man, that look delicious, but shit. So I gotta wait like 2 hours before I eat my goddamn steak. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I do be watching wilderness cooking videos too. Them shits be great. Them wilderness cooking videos do be good. Yeah, I heard about that. They got that Skynet stuff in Walmart. Maybe it's to identify intruders in the tunnels. I know, right? That's how it be. That's how it be. Oh, man. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all swinging through. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Oh, man, if you want to donate to the channel, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. That's $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble Rants are always welcome as well. But $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. That helps keep the channel afloat, guys. Internet costs, all the stuff that I'm broadcasting to you from costs, you know. Send a brother $1 or two. Gosh dang it. Send a brother $1 or two. Anyway. Until next time, guys, it's Cannon Hotep saying be safe. Stay strapped. Don't miss. And be careful. Don't y'all take y'all asses out the Burning Man. I don't think the Lord likes it too much. I'll holler at y'all.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas just need to relax and take notes.